Sione first, he'll leave, and then questions for Gregor, and he'll do his huddle at the side. So can we just take questions for Sione first, please?
Sione said we were going to see a desperate Scotland team. What words would you use now to describe the performance that put out there tonight?
Yeah, I thought, to be honest, I'm really proud of the group. Speaking to Gregor in there, but just I feared what like the Italy game would do to us as a group a little bit directly after it. Like I can't remember hurting like that after a game, and it took probably longer than other games took for me, just because I thought we had turned the corner after Argentina, and we did, and there were some things that we couldn't get out there against Italy because of the conditions and everything, and also credit to Italy, they were better than us on the day. But for us to regather and internalise everything and not let the noise affect us as a group, I just want to credit everyone inside the building for the work that we put in this week to get a performance like that.
Do you know how close to the plan was that? Was that how you had drawn it up? And is there anything about England's performance that surprised you?
No, nothing surprised me about England's performance, but we spoke about jumping out the gates really, and to be honest, we gave England a lot of credit in our preparation, just because they are a team in form. I don't know what it is, it's 11 or 12 straight, but to be honest, we kind of took a little bit from their journey as well, because they had lost the opening game of the Six Nations last year and are on their run of themselves, and I had never lost belief in the group and what because I had seen how we trained 2 weeks prior to the Italy game, and something felt a little bit different for me. But like I said, for us to pick ourselves up again after Italy and then deliver the performance we did, I'm just super proud of the coaching staff and the group for staying on task. And it's not easy. Like I said here yesterday, it's not easy to be in that change room and not get the results and feel, you know, defeated at times. But we were defeated. We weren't defeated. We got up and we went again, and that's what I'm most proud about of the group. Long, to be honest, but yeah, that's the first time that I've had to go up there and grab the Calcutta Cup. But yeah, I suppose my message to the group this week is not to take away from the occasion and lean in, because I feel like it is a massive occasion, and I feel like a lot of our success in this fixture has come because we take it really seriously about what it means to our supporters and the country, and yeah, look at the stadium today, you know, and even riding in, and the support is right there with us, and those are the fans that we did it for, the ones that have kept rocking up for us, you know, even after the disappointments. They're the ones that we did it for today.
You guys have taken a bit of criticism after last week and the autumn. I mean, how much can this help change the vibe and kick things on for the rest of the championship?
Yeah, we have taken a lot of criticism, but I spoke even before the Italy game that a lot of that is just noise, and I really stand behind what I said yesterday, and I hope that wasn't taken in any way that we're the ones that have to wear the pressure, and it's hard at times to sit in the chair that I'm sitting in, but that's what I love about rugby, is that we had to rise to the occasion today because we didn't have a choice, and I did really feel desperate this week, and I'm just happy and proud that the boys followed this week and delivered that type of performance.
How did it feel, especially after missing last year's game at Twickenham, to, aside from winning it, actually just lead Scotland out in this strong fixture?
Yeah, leading Scotland's a massive pleasure of mine, probably the biggest pleasure of my career, even probably over playing for the Lions. Just leading a team like this, and I've been on this journey now for 4 or 5 years with this team, and we've been at the lowest of the lows, and I take the last week as a low moment for myself, but I've also had some massive highs, and this is one of them. But I really want this to be the growth now, us to show our growth next week, is to back it up, this performance, and let's be honest, in a stadium we've had troubles in over the last 20 years, but I'm really excited, and I do hope this change, you sense when a moment changes, a feeling inside a change room, and I can't tell you how happy I am for the group to feel the feeling that I'm feeling now, because I really do feel that is a performance that can change a lot.
The table now, feel that you're back in contention.
Is it?
Easily played tomorrow.
Yeah, right. Nah, look, my message to the group would be not, and it's been the same since the start of the Six Nations, to not look at the table and to look at the outside noise. And I think that's one of the challenging parts of the Six Nations is it's such a big tournament that there's so much media that comes with it. There's so much, excitement from the outside of the change room. It's important just to keep the excitement in the change room and focus on the next game that we have, and that's just Wales. And we'll go to Spain now to prepare well for this Wales team that's well coached, as we know, and give them all the respect in the world because, like I say, we can back up this performance. We'll go into the fallow week feeling like a little good about ourselves, that we can regroup then and maybe get a few guys. Today, I could tell there's a lot of hurting bodies inside that change room, so hopefully we can get a good performance next week and then head into the fallow week and regroup.
Sione, we've seen this team play brilliantly for 40, 50, 60 minutes of the game against really, really good opposition. What was the secret today for 80 minutes? Was it that desperation? And can you replicate that desperation for the next 3 days?
Yeah, it's always our goal to replicate it. But sport at this level is difficult, and we're coming up against really good teams like England who are on 11, 12 game win streak, and I just credit the boys that came off the bench today. They stayed in the change room after half time, which was something they don't do, because I just knew they would have a massive impact, and they needed to, or else we weren't going to win that game. And I credit the guys that came off that bench. I thought Scummies in particular, he was inside me at a couple of times and had some massive shots on some of their big ball carriers, and yeah, I really thought that's the way the game's going to go, is that we were either going to boss them or they were going to boss us. And I felt like, particularly in the forward pack, we bossed them today.
Is this a performance you can replicate?
Is this a performance that we can replicate?
You went to the well today because you had a really bad, in part because you had a very disappointing day last week.
Mm-hmm.
You've had a great day today. What do you use for fuel next week?
Sorry, I don't understand your question.
Like today was in some ways was a reaction to what you went through last Saturday.
Yeah.
Today has been such a positive performance, brilliant performance. What do you use for motivation, for desperation for next week when you go to Wales as favourites?
We just got to keep doing what we're doing. Like I said, I can't tell you the best we trained is the 2 weeks leading up into Italy is the best preparation we had, but there were certain things that went against us in that game, and like I said, I've credited Italy for their performance as well. This is the top level of rugby, and what we have to do is back up this performance by keep doing the things that we're doing and the things that we've been speaking about inside the change room, and make sure that what's happening outside the change room, we continue to have no effects on what's happening inside.
Great, thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Now on to questions for Gregor, please.
The rewarding was that performance and the result. Even everything that's gone in, the way the guys have played and worked for you, the disappointment, the criticism, everything that built up to today.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure that's relevant. It's the game that's most important. We feel it from our supporters, from when we arrive at the ground to that first 20 minutes, which was outstanding, probably first 35, 38 minutes, to the effort that it takes to win a game against the top side. That's what counts. And we approached this fixture with a plan, with a goal to give our best, and it was always looking forward, and I'm just so proud of the team today that delivered that.
The way they shot out the traps and got into that early lead was the exact opposite of last week. You could tell very, very early on just how desperate, those were the words, to get on the front foot.
Yeah, look, we keep referencing last week. This is about a game that we know we had to play very well at, and we did that. And we know how big a game this is for our supporters, but also what quality opposition England are, and you have to deliver a top performance. They did that today.
How would you sum up your emotions now, Gregor?
Right now, I'm so proud. It's a bit after the final whistle. During that first 20, 30 minutes, I had to snap myself out of what I was thinking, because it was just tremendous. And being a supporter, seeing the rugby the players were playing, I had to realise I was a coach again, and I snapped it out quite quickly. But obviously the second half, how we were getting penalised at times, but we kept together, how we defended our line, and then how we regained control. That makes me equally as proud as how we started the game, and it's a little while now after the final whistle, and we've had a good time together in the change room. So these are the emotions that make you realise that coaching is, and still being involved in the game, is hugely rewarding. Gives you massive purpose in your life and why you do it. But it's the players that drive our performance. The players that drove it during the week, and they drove it today in the game.
I know you say you don't get influenced by the outside noise, but obviously it's not ideal. I mean, how important is a result like this just to settle things down again?
Yeah, look, maybe you're saying that because it's something that you guys are writing, but it's really just a distraction. Like from the press conferences during the week that our players and our coaching staff had to deal with, the important thing is us getting a plan and what we learned from the week before to put that into the following week. That's what our supporters want. They want to see us playing at our best rugby, and that's what the players delivered during the week and today.
There was a lot of talk that maybe Duhan should come back into the team just because of his excellent record against England, but Jamie Dobie and Kyle Steyn obviously getting man of the match really justified you sticking with them after Italy.
Yeah, we've got some tremendous players in and out the squad. I'm very proud of those that played today and those that came off the bench, but very proud of Duhan and what he's done over the seasons and how he's trained this week, and he's part of our group today that we're helping the team prepare. So yeah, you can only give 15 and then 23 players the opportunity to play, and if it was Duhan or Grant Gilchrist or the guys that played in games, I would have been really proud of them today, but the 15 and the 23 were outstanding today.
And what was it to deal with that momentum shift in the first half when England were coming back into it, given what's happened before?
You'll have to remind me what that was.
When they got back to 17-10, having been 17-0 down, was there a point where you were starting to waver a little bit? You was confident if you regained the upper hand?
I think it was more relevant in the second half when we had 2 or 3 penalties against us. One around the breakdown, which I felt was harsh, and then the scrum, which we'll have a different view on those scrum penalties, but they were going against us. And those are big moments. Those could lead to yellow cards. Those could lead to, and what they did lead to was defend our own 22. But this team has grown a lot. Like the negativity from people in this room around what happened against Argentina, that's experiences like that make you stronger. Like experiences can, if you make the best use of them, which what we've seen from our players since Argentina, of being resilient, being together during those moments, and that came out last week. We had a yellow card during that period, and no points were conceded. So again, it was an indication for us as coaches that the players can manage those moments that go against you, which happens in Test rugby. Every team is going to have times when you're up on the scoreboard and when the opposition are back. So yeah, whether it was the first half or the second half, really proud of the team today that they stuck together.
You said on TV that I think it was either Finn's best performance in a Scotland jersey or one of them. Can you expand on why you think that and what made his performance so good?
Yeah, he was very composed. I thought the decision making of the halfbacks was outstanding. We asked them to be brave this week, and I'll not explain what that means in our game plan, but it means there's some big decisions within our game plan that is on our halfbacks at times, and obviously a lot of that is on Finn. He's very accurate. I love seeing him running. He's one of the best ball carrying 10s in the world, so that was great to see. And he was very composed during times where we were on the back foot and we just had to take a breather. So that was great to see. And Finn's really came into this championship with goals of what he wants to get out of his game and linking that with what the team needs. And that's been great to see. Even last week, I thought he had a really composed performance. So yeah, he was one of a number. I thought Ben White's kicking was superb. Like some of his exit kicks were getting beyond the halfway line. Scored again in this fixture. And then you look at Sione outside, his work rate, his defence, his ball carrying, what a leader he was, and he would have been a massive leader and influence during the huddles. Hugh Jones, 2 tries in this fixture again, held up England over the line, playing on the wing. The wingers were outstanding. Tom Jordan played with just an aggression and determination to go forward, really good in the air. I'll not go through every forward, but the forward pack was superb, and at times had to be on the back foot, and when you're on the back foot defending, you have to make sure you have your control of getting onside, what rucks to go after. Someone like Gregor Brown, who picked up a stinger, how he played 80 minutes, also held up, I think it was Ben Earl or someone over the line at the end. So yeah, just so proud of the way the team played individually and as a group. Yeah, and there's another one too, Jack Dempsey. So I think they're all pretty serious injuries. I don't usually say that, so let's wait and see. But I think both Jack and Jamie Ritchie look serious. Jamie Dobie was a bit more positive in the changing room, but it's her 3rd Test match in a row coming up. It would be it would take a lot to turn around to be available for training this week and play at the weekend. And we knew that coming into these 3 games. We have a strong squad. We had an A game last week, so players have played a lot of rugby. Other players that weren't involved in the A game have trained with us, so I'm sure there'll be a different team next weekend.
Gregor, what are the nature of those injuries?
So Jack has a bicep injury. So there's been a few of them in this season from a number of teams, so you can pretty much diagnose quite quickly that it's serious. What did Jamie, we don't yet know. It was a knee, hyperextended his knee, so let's hope it's just the extension and the mechanism that's gave everybody a fright. Let's hope there's no ligament tears. Jamie Ritchie and Jamie Dobie was a shoulder injury, so again, let's hope that's not too serious. I thought, what a performance from him today. I think I've already mentioned it, but defensively had an absolutely amazing tackle to close down an England attack.
What was the difficulty? Can I ask about the leadership function all week and today? The whole vibe of guys taking responsibility, because it was so evident out there that everybody did it.
Yeah, look, they deliver through their actions. So we're already mentioned Finn, one of vice captains. Rory Darge, one of his best games for Scotland, vice captain, and then Sione, who has to obviously do more as a captain and speak on behalf of the team, but just his work rate off the ball and how he speaks to the players. Very blessed to have a captain like him in a leadership group that can drive the standards during the week.
Great, thank you. And then I had a lot of